Content warning. This is a horror game. I didn't know it was a horror game. I don't know what I'm getting myself into, to be honest. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Okay. I don't know what I'm getting myself into, man.
You're on a path.
Okay, he's talking.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Is she bad? Like, what type of princess are we talking about? Like Princess Fiona? Like, what are we saying?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, you saying I gotta kill Shawty? Nah. Oh, there's so many choices. What? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
Well, slaying anyone is horrible.
Slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
The princess is a human being too. Like, is she bad as well? You know, she can start an OnlyFans. I don't know what she's up to.
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning, if you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
I don't get manipulated that easily, so...
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
This is the voice in my head?
Save princesses, not slay them.
Type shit.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Alright, was that a knife?
Stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Yeah, okay, I see that. I don't know what's gonna happen down there. It might be good if I take some protection.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess.
We're not saying we're gonna use it to slay the princess, okay, bro? Like, you gotta calm your ass down.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Don't try to convince me to slay her because it would be good for her. What the? Bro, you gotta relax.
Who's there?
Oh, she kinda sounds bad.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I feel like I'm the one getting manipulated by the narrator. Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Nah, she kinda sounds bad as hell. Oh, what's good, shorty?
And lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
You good?
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
If that's what you want type shit, like, we can talk it out. I haven't decided yet type shit.
You drop the knife, and the two of us just talk.
Well, here's the thing, shawty. I'm not gonna drop the knife. Like, I'm down to talk to you, but just in case you try to fool me, like, I can take that shit out my back pocket.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh, why exactly?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I mean, she doesn't have a weapon, so...
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Is that a threat? I'm not even sure why I'm here in the first place. Yeah, to kill her, but what's the reason? What are her charges? Doesn't she deserve a fair trial?
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
I'll drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
All right, what do you gotta say?
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship? Hold on. A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions.
Type shit.
We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Is that how that works? I want to say, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Excuse me?
Any honorific should do, really.
Not a very talkative person, huh?
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
You know, for a person who wanted to talk so badly, you don't really seem like giving up a lot of information.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Kind of ironic coming from you, There are people out here who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
What do you mean? I mean, that's the truth, though.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Maybe.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Not really. Like that. She makes a good point. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping you'll tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
That is facts.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Yeah, she kind of does. Cause how would? One person can't just destroy the world, unless of course she has codes to a nuke. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
I mean, yeah, but you haven't even told me your name, so how can I trust somebody like that when I have to address you as your highness? You know what I'm saying?
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Would you like to elaborate on why then?
That doesn't sound right to me, and I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
You make a great observation there, princess.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
All right.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
And how can I give you this so-called blind trust? You know what I'm saying?
Do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
This kind of reminds me of the great old question, ABG's on a train track and LeBron next to her, or next to them on the other train track. Which lever would I pull? How would I get you out of here anyways?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Want me to chop your arm off?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
You're making a huge mistake.
And maybe you should have chose someone else to narrate over. This isn't your story, this is my story, buddy.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Yeah, and so how would she escape? You know what I'm saying? How about it?
The key? Maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
That's a lot of work. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Okay, well, I mean, that is an option.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh, hell no.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I mean, I don't like being forced to do something. I'm not really sure if it's the right decision.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
I guess we're not so different after all.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh my goodness.
You place the blade against the princess's arm, just above them.
She's just okay with that? And what am I? Am I a monster?
You cut into her flesh.
Well, I can't show that, but
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? She could end the world, but I could be right beside her. You know what I'm saying?
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. I just can't let her escape into the world.
All right, buddy, what you gonna do about
The
it?
princess approaches the bottom stair. Your body steps forward and raises the blade.
This isn't your story. You can't.
This isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Oh, yeah, you can't. Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Nice one, nice one, nice one. It wasn't my doing. It was the voices.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
It doesn't try. No, what? Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No, you're not gonna force me to do
You're
that.
doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Make what quick?
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
I'm just like that. I'm donezo.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Oh, chapter 2. Was that what the?
You're on a path in the woods.
We're just back here, but I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
I don't like somebody, controlling my story.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. Just a word out of his mouth.
He did do that. He got me killed.
For us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember...
Now I have 3 voices.
Maybe it's
Okay.
best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Yeah, we are one of the same person. Let's assume I'm telling the truth. And all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you and why should I bother doing anything?
Those are 2 very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Is this the version of you that you're not an asshole?
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, I didn't listen to you and then you forcefully took over my body and that's what got me killed.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
I guess a very loose way to put it.
You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the 3 of you are crafting. A warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Well, she's not Eddie Guerrero, so I think I'll be fine. Maybe you don't take over my body this time.
Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink, wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Hey, don't judge it. It's not what it looked like this time. It looked a little different.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall, it's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
What am I? Alright, well, let's enter the basement without taking anything.
I insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
I got my fist.
She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again?
I had to incline with the hero. I gotta listen to him.
I'm sure, and I've already got a plan for that.
Alright, we'll take the knife.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
She sounds different as well. Whoa, she is different. Okay, why does she have... What happened to her?
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Maybe that's meant for me.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The 2 of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You sound a lot more reasonable. I'll sit with her.
She stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
I like her a lot more now.
That's reasonable.
What are your intentions for me?
Well, honestly, I'm kind of here to try to save you, if anything. That other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Alright, you don't gotta be a smartass about it now.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Listen, I'm not that down bad right now. We can figure this out. I've been here before and I'm the only one who remembers that.
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Okay, so she does remember me. Alright.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
Yeah, and you were the one trying to force me out of that.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Yeah, and I know how much of an asshole you are, so...
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I'm not trying to. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Of your head this time?
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? back.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me, but I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Exactly how? How am I supposed to cut you out? If you didn't notice, your head is in a shackle too.
No, like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
I don't think I'll do that.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
Certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
Well, we can look back at what happened last time, so definitely, I'll definitely agree with that one. I'm not giving you a weapon.
The last time we met, your body tried to kill me. If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable.
Okay.
Be a good bird and hand it over.
Don't try to seduce me like that.
And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence.
And how exactly would you do that being locked up?
If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died, I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Okay, I guess that does kind of make sense. All right, give her the knife.
Slide it over.
Absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending...
How is she world-ending? What did I even sign up for?
Oh, Rory tried to take over, buddy.
You slide the blade across the floor.
Is she actually gonna... Well, I obviously can't show that, but
She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
So let me put this in a way you understand, narrator. If I would have killed her, and if this doesn't even kill her, if she chops her own head off and she doesn't die, then what would be your plan B?
Finally, there's the soft thud of something roughly head-sized bouncing against the floor, and the clattering of chains as they drop along with it. I think you can open your eyes now.
Oh.
Oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back, please?
Can we put it back? Can I even... I gotta blur that maybe, I don't know.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that?
She just moved? Are you good, shawty?
She's dead. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Okay.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
What?
Is he gone?
Wait, I'm finally free from him?
Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all.
And, good riddance, I'd say.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. This is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
It is nighttime, so... What the fuck? Nope. But you don't get a chance to respond. Something has taken her away and it left you something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go?
I think I'm supposed to look inside the mirror. Yeah.
Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Well, looks like, that's why I'm here. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence. As you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that's empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. I only have one option.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
Are we going into Shakespeare territory now?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
She?
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I guess I'm a lizard person. I'm not really sure what I saw in the mirror, to be honest. It happened all so quickly.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I guess not.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow.
Alright, well, make me forget then.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Who is she exactly?
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Alright, bro. You gotta have to shut up.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer. There's no getting through to you right now, is there?
Unfortunately not.
Betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Whoa, this is different. Okay.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Okay, she's rhyming now. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Alright, don't hit on me now.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
We can start off on a nice new page here.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
I like your optimism there. I mean, now she really is a monster.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Well, no use of hiding it no more.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
Type shit.
Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
You don't gotta know. You don't gotta worry about it.
You've already been here, haven't you?
Maybe. I'm sorry about last time. Didn't really,
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
We're not that close yet. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote.
I don't think so.
One of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
Well, here's the thing about voting, right? It's my body. I could do whatever I'd like. So I vote, I give her the blade, and just see what happens.
I, abstain. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
Stupidity or blind trust, whichever you like.
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
That's what I mean about trusting. We'll just see what happens.
Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count. She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
This is the time where you have to be confident, stand up straight, make sure posture check everybody, standing up straight or sitting up straight. We'll just see what happens here. We just gotta smile and see where the wind takes us.
What do you think happens now?
That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it. So now it's your time to choose.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
I mean, how would I trick you?
And then she buries the blade in your heart. What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do.
Well, I chose last time and this is what she chose.
I did it. I got you. You.
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with...
This is how we get her. So we then respawn next time, and then we have this to our advantage.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
Hold on, we're cooking.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Thorn. We made it to chapter 3. Do we end it? Oh, we gotta end it there. No. Shut up. So, if you guys want to see more, subscribe, because I'm actually super into this. Happy 2025, because this is coming out in 2025. So, looking forward to see what happens in the future, growing my little community. Love y'all. Take care.